Should be now.
Yeah, it says it is live.
Okay. So
On
to complete this
the
test,
event page, it does take a few, I think it takes up to minute or two. Okay, it says live on the event page.
now this is the first
Uh,
time I've been able to successfully start an event with anybody in a couple of weeks, about a week or so.
yeah, and it is live.
Yeah, it seems to be working fine. So I think my procedures are okay, and I did the same thing I usually do. Started in the same place, use the same resource connectivity.
Hmm.
So there shouldn't be anything different from what I usually do, other than the fact that I do the event several days and sometimes almost a week in advance. But usually it's at least a couple days.
Yeah, but one thing I've heard from others, um, and this is on the Google product forum, they seem to, when you create an event and you event on the event page, you go to click the start button, and then you get the link to invite people.
Right?
But that link is actually for inviting people into the video stream. What people are doing is grab that link and email it to lots of people. Um, I mean, they are doing it for not to general public, but to people who are supposed to be in the video stream later on. But they're doing it straight away. Then what happens is one of these guests goes at the specified time, and he or she starts the clicks on that link first.
Well, which link are you referring to?
The link
To
that was
the
emailed to that person. That
well, did they email the event page or the green room link?
green room link.
I never do that.
Okay, so
Unless for my green room constituents, yes, I invite them two ways: email, well, actually, sometimes three: email, private message, and also from the green room itself. I'll invite people in because, of course, we can do that as a group.
yeah, but then if you are in the green room and it's just minutes away, the actual event is minutes away, and then you do that, all of that three ways of communicating, then it's fine. The problem comes when you do that days, weeks before the actual event, send that link to them, and then
The link referring to the green room, right?
yeah.
I never do that. I always do it the morning of, an hour or so before, or something like
Yeah,
that.
and the key is you need to be still in the green room when you
Sure.
send it,
Sure.
and you need to remain in the green room, because the problem comes when the broadcast button goes missing. If the other person starts the clicks on the link before you do, and you are not in the green room at all, and if someone else starts the green room effectively,
Wait a minute. I don't understand. How does somebody get in the event page and start the page other than myself? How's that possible?
you if you give them that link, it's possible.
Yeah, but the link to them will not have the start button on the
If you
event page,
give
will
them
it?
the green room link, that's what it is. If you give them the green room link,
Yeah, but you would have to set up the green room, get the link, and then exit out and close it out, and then send them the link so that you're
that's
not
what
in it.
that's what they do. That's what.
I wow, that would have never occurred to me to try that.
Yeah, but don't.
No,
I just
I don't
told you
plan on
what
it.
not to do.
Yeah.
I just
Uh,
told you what not to do, and
okay.
I just told you what lots of people do, and then get into a lot of problems, and then go on complaining.
So they think that maybe getting the green room link early is a good idea, but if they're not there when people go, then that is a problem. Yes.
Yeah, because whoever
Whoever
gets into the green room gets hold of the start button as well, actually.
That's very interesting. First person in gets the start button.
Yeah, uh, that's how because it's Google has actually no way of knowing who is the at that point who is the host. It doesn't have any um, way
I
to.
I had assumed that it would be connected to either the IP or their Google account.
No, but if you give them the link, that's it. If you it's like it's like giving somebody the keys to your house. You've given
Sure.
them the key. They can come and go as they please.
I hear you, but I wouldn't think that my key wouldn't work if they use their key.
Yeah, that's true. But if you had only one key, but if you
I
had
guess
only
so.
one key,
Strange vehicle. Well, it's just more evidence that Google was incomplete with their design and construction of this whole program.
no, it's not. I wouldn't say it's the designer's fault. It's actually people who are using it. I mean, the start broadcast button is kind of master key, and there's only one of them. There's only
Yeah,
one key.
and that's okay because
Yeah,
I never run into the problem that you described anyway.
yeah.
Because I don't send out the green room link unless I'm in there for the event day,
Hmm.
and I have been in the green room prior to an event, but I never have given out that link.
Hmm.
It wouldn't
So
occur to me.
yeah. So I thought maybe I was actually thinking that maybe you're also doing something similar because lots of people on the forum are doing that and then complaining.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
So
sense. And
so
I would have my 2 cents of advice to them if
yeah.
I heard that story too. It would be very surprising to me that people
It
would do
is,
that.
but the problem is that they what they are doing is they have a set of people who they want to uh, talk to over the video line, and they are in a way they are discussing their business
Yes,
confidential data as well, and so they want to make sure that the other person has the link and so on, so they do it, but
sure. It totally makes sense. However, with the
doing the wrong
broadcast,
thing.
yeah, basically with the broadcast mentality, and maybe I'm a control freak. Yeah, I don't think I am, but I like to be in control of what I'm doing anyway. And so I would it would never occur to me. So, but that's good to know. That's good to
Yeah.
know.
So you're not doing that. So I don't know what else could be wrong. Uh,
There's something in my setup, and either I need an update, maybe even my Windows update. But it's pretty prolific in updating my Windows
uh-huh,
7.
uh-huh,
Should
uh-huh.
not be a problem generally.
You're still running Windows 7.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good.
Thank you. That's a nice confirmation coming from you. Because I
Because
know
I see a lot of people who have upgraded to so-called upgraded to Windows 10, and they're not
I
able to
don't
use a lot
I
of
don't even
things.
want to
And
try it.
yeah, on a different PC, I actually tried, not on this PC, on a different PC, and so many problems, and I said, not really worth it.
Yeah, I've been reading articles, and basically the last one that read from maybe only about 3 or 4 weeks ago was
Mm,
that Windows 10 was a change, but it was not an improvement over Windows 7.
yeah, it wasn't. Probably it would have been, maybe it's better compared to Windows 8.
Which also
Pro-
starts off behind schedule
Yeah,
and behind the 8 ball. So being better than 8 is good, but being better than 7 is more of a task for them.
yeah. Windows
That's fine.
7, I think, has a longer life than what I think
I think
it's.
so.
They're going to have the same problem as Windows XP. Do you know
Very, yeah, yeah,
they somehow managed to kill Windows XP a couple of months ago or something like that.
yeah. I loved Windows XP. I was very much into that platform. But the other ones that I've heard of and tried, I didn't like.
Hmm. So Chrome, what is the version that you have? Is that
Let's check
the way to check is go to
settings.
settings and about. Mine is 48.0.2564.97.
Ditto.
Okay.
Chrome is up to date.
Chrome is
So
up to date.
I frequently leave my computer on overnight. It goes into sleep mode, and I just wake it up in the morning. But every once in a while, every couple few days, I will of course do a restart. I clear cache, and I do all of that. So
hmm.
the only other thing I haven't done in the last couple days is clear cache. Let me try doing that.
I don't think. Okay. Clearing cache actually only clears the cache from for Chrome, but Windows
Right.
itself has a few updates which, strangely enough, get applied only when you shut down the machine and restart it.
Right.
So one thing I always do is I shut down rather than let it go into sleep mode. I prefer to shut it down,
Right.
shut down the computer completely, and then
I
I've
basically do
often
both.
seen. I've often seen that when I say shut down, the Windows will come up with a message saying don't remove the power or disconnect, applying updates, something like that. And then when that happens, okay, then I know. Next time when I
Then you
want
go
to start
correctly.
the machine, again it often does the it says okay, applying updates, configuring and doing things, and then suddenly it will say I need to reboot now. That's what Windows does. So I keep an eye on those kind of things. So uh, Windows, Chrome, you said you are up to date, but Windows, I don't know.
Right. So I will double check that later on today
Yeah,
and see if I
and
can.
when you actually do that, it might even try to persuade you into upgrading to Windows 10.
That pops up on my screen almost every day.
Okay, in which case you need to decline. Don't.
Oh, I always do. I just,
Yeah,
you know,
Windows 10 is a pain. It's
that's the only pop up on my computer that I haven't figured out how to disable.
uh,
I think it's
there is actually one update which they sent that itself as an update. They're very sneaky. So actually, if you go and uninstall that one specific update, then that reminder will go away.
so how do I recognize that update?
I can find that out and send it to you later on, but I need to search,
Oh my
and
gosh.
then
I
I'll
don't know
send you
that
the.
I don't know if it's really worth putting you through that. I don't want to work you for nothing. I'll just
Yeah.
click on the decline and not worry about it.
Okay. Yeah. Then that's fine.
Yeah,
But I
thank you.
probably that may be the reason. What else? Um,
I can't think of anything.
Other
Um,
than that, your router.
got a good router, got a good connection to the internet.
Do
I'm
you do you reboot the router often? Not at all.
not often, but occasionally.
Okay. Um, I sometimes, I mean, at least with our old ISP, I had to reboot it almost once a week.
Really? Well,
Yeah,
what would that effect have on the processing of the computer?
because some routers they don't they you even though you have stopped something, you have, let's say you did a HOA, you closed it, the router still retains that connection or some memory or something. The
Ah,
router design, the software that runs on the router, it's not that good. Some routers.
is
So
responding to the fingerprint, huh? And
yeah, so the fingerprints are all clogging up its memory. So the router has a memory. So the router then more or less kind of runs out of memory to do what it should really do.
I wonder if
So
it's actually equivocal of a memory, or maybe it's just like if your pipes get clogged, and so it's the collection of scum in the
it's
connectivity.
both. It's both actually. The point is your router is also a
Right.
computing device. It's a
Well, I'll
computing device.
yeah, I'll definitely try resetting the router.
Yeah, I mean, when you get into these kind of strange problems, probably one of the things that you think of is restart the router as well. But then,
Yeah.
other than that, I don't see any other.
Well, at least I thank you for joining me on this little trip and journey to at least trace what I'm doing because it's good to know. And last time we did something like this with Comment Tracker about
Hmm.
7 months ago,
Hmm.
and we had the Comment Gremlins episode of Saturday Morning Marketing Smarties where I explained that I had changed the settings in my personal Google profile, and that affected how my Hangouts performed in comments.
Oh.
If you would have it set wrong, you can't use Comment Tracker. You can't do a lot of things.
Oh yeah, that is if you that setting takes you to the general settings, and it allows people to comment on
Yes,
your Google Plus shares and so on, or not. If you click on the don't allow anyone to comment on anything that you share, then
correct. And it's just about assigning your circles.
yeah.
That's all it is. So,
Okay, so
well, thank you very much for spending this time. I appreciate you. I'll let you back to your family now. You're probably getting ready for dinner.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, so I'll stop the broadcast and thank you very much, Vivek. I appreciate you joining me.
yeah. Thank you.
All
See
right,
you.
thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye bye.